LA Clipper point guard Chris Paul is ready to hit the hardwood. Not at the Staples Center, but across the street here at Lucky Strike in downtown Los Angeles for a bowling competition unlike any other. He's one of the most talented players to ever compete in the NBA, but does CP3 have the skills to dominate the lanes against some of the world's greatest athletes? From the NFL, Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos running back C.J. Anderson, superstar receiver Terrell Owens, and All-Pro defensive end Marcellus Wiley, host of ESPN's Sports Nation. From soccer, World Cup champion and Olympic gold medalist Hope Solo. From Major League Baseball, all-star pitcher John Burkett. And from track and field, multiple Olympic gold medal winning sprinter Allyson Felix. Also trying his luck against these superstar athletes, Grammy-winning singer Shawn Stockman, as well as some surprise guests. They'll all compete alongside some of the PBA's best pros, trying to take home the hardware in the 7th edition of the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational.
Welcome to Los Angeles and Lucky Strike LA Live for the 2016 edition of the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational presented by GoBowling.com. NBA, NFL, and MLB All-Stars, Olympic gold medalists, and a Grammy winner team up with the greatest bowlers in the world. And hello again, everyone. Mike Jakubowski with PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson, joined by LA Clippers guard and our host, Chris Paul. Challenges on the hardwood courts of the NBA are plentiful. What are your favorite challenges to overcome as a bowler?
Man, 7-10 split. You know, maybe when you're down 20 or something going into the last frame and you got to strike out to get a win. It's all different types of challenges, and that's what makes bowling what it is.
Now, Chris, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you haven't won your own event in 5 years, and I know that doesn't sit well with you. What do you have to do tonight to turn that around?
You know, I have to do my part. You know, Belmo is my guy. We've been at this for a while, and it's actually a 5-year anniversary since we've won this thing. So I told him before we started, you know, enough is enough. Let's win this thing.
Nice. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Competition in the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational will consist of doubles matches with 4-frame scoring in quarterfinals and semifinals, with winners advancing to the championship match. A separate celebrity super clash will feature a 10-player celebrity showdown.
Chris Paul is going to join Randy and I in the booth to call the first of our quarterfinal matches. And in that match, Kimberly Presslers with Terrell Owens and Pete Weber.
I sure am. I am laid side with these two guys right here. Look at them, even wearing matching sunglasses. Now, they are known for being very colorful in their celebrations in their own respective sports. So, guys, what kind of fireworks can we expect from you guys today?
Well, it's going to be competitive. Chris already started the smack talking, so we're going to show up. We're first up, so we're going to start this thing off right.
All right, Pete, how about you? What kind of fireworks can we expect from you?
Well, you know, I have T.O., the bad boy of football. He's paired with the bad boy of bowling. What more do you want?
What more do you want?
Fireworks in itself.
Fireworks are going right now.
All right, guys, back to you.
Quarterfinal matchups. Terrell Owens with Pete Weber versus Shawn Stockman and Bill O'Neill. John Burkett and Gary Faulkner Jr. with Marcellus Wiley and Chris Barnes. Allyson Felix with Ronnie Russell. Again, C.J. Anderson and Sean Rash. Our host, Chris Paul, with Jason Belmonte, the 3-time PBA Player of the Year, facing Hope Solo with Clara Guerrero. 4-frame matches will keep score from the 7th, 8th, 9th, and the entire 10th frame.
I think Terrell Owens, Terrell Owens wants to
Come on, T.O. right here now.
to make a statement early, Chris. You
Come on,
know,
big boy.
last year he got knocked out in the very first game.
T.O. is focused. You can see it.
Wow.
T.O. on the board with a strike, the six-time Pro Bowl selection with a strike on the board in this four-frame game. We'll bowl the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and the double crotch shot.
He was way in and wheeling it.
Great
That's a heck of a way to start it off.
I don't have no dance moves like him.
That's a heck of a way to start it off.
Shawn Stockman, 4-time Grammy winner with Boyz II Men, 9 American Music Awards, and 3 Billboard Awards. And the first one goes left.
I'll pick it up.
Pick it up.
I'll pick it up.
Never underestimate, Chris, how nerve-wracking
I'll
it
pick it
can be to be in this environment for the
Very
first time.
nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking. I've learned even from the professional bowlers that their scores are totally different
Like us, he's smiling.
on TV and off TV.
Cross your body. You got it. Like, straight out. Straight out.
Second crack, 7th frame for Stockman O'Neal. Will bowl a 4-frame match, 7th through 10th frame, and we'll get some wood there. And the most, that's a good 6.
That's a real good 6, hitting the 4-7 in the face.
You improved, right? That's all you do.
You're going to
Gotta
need
give
some
that
help.
man a massage.
Stockman teamed up with Bill O'Neal, the 7-time PBA Tour champion.
Partner gonna save me.
Stockman O'Neal will alternate frames in this 4-frame match in our first quarterfinal action here at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. All right, perfect strike for O'Neal.
Shocker. 10 in the
I might
pit.
get my own 30 for 30, right?
Well, I tell you what, when you get 35 years in, yeah, maybe.
We call 10 for 10. Fine.
In one of the most memorable moments in PBA history, Pete Weber claimed his record 5th U.S. Open title in 2012. Pete Weber's 10 majors tie him with Earl Anthony for the most in PBA history.
Don't forget about Chris Paul event either. This is the best. We love it.
Strikes working mean you can cut into the lead, but Owens and Weber with a strike working in this now 8th frame in the 4-frame match. First pitch from Weber. 6 hits to 10, double.
There he goes.
He's
Come on, my
amazing.
man, right here now. Come on. 3 in a row. We can pretty much lock him out.
2 of the more colorful performers on the National Football League and in the Professional Bowlers Association Tour, each bespectacled this evening. T.O., the only player to have scored a pair of touchdowns against all 32 NFL teams.
Whoa. Easy, not over
All
yet.
right, that's all right.
Wow.
That's all right. Come on now.
Big miss
Make
left,
that spare.
and a big mess left for Terrell Owens.
Chris, T.O. has it. How do you describe it?
Man, T.O. just has a will. You know, he works hard.
All right now.
He's an amazing player, and he's just extremely competitive, and that's part of what it is.
5 count on the double. And loss of count in open frame. So very, very important as Shawn Stockman will step back up on a strike. He's got his wheels under him now. 4-frame match.
Where's it this side? This side?
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th in this first quarterfinal.
Shawn can really help his team out right here with a strike.
That was big right there, huh?
Oh, no.
And wide right for Stockman.
That's tough.
Current co-host of the Sing-Off on NBC has the crowd here at Lucky Strike LA Live getting behind him.
Come on, you can do it.
1992 Grammy winner for the Cooley High Harmony, and I know a lot of people, Chris, that wore out what they used to call
He's out
compact
here not
discs
for no reason. He
back
can
in
do
that
it.
day.
I used to listen to Boyz II Men all day, every day. Still do, tell you the truth.
The Philly connection of Stockman and Bill O'Neal. And another 6 count for Shawn Stockman for the Stockman O'Neal team gives them 28. And now O'Neal can put up 3 strikes for a max score of 58.
Yeah, Billy needs to strike out, and then Weber would just need a mark.
Oh,
And
6
now-
around the tap.
Now Weber doesn't need a mark.
Come on,
So
baby.
now
It's
over.
Put up with it. I would have
Yep.
kicked the ball return.
It's just kids here.
The best O'Neal can do is spare
So?
strike for 48. Weber and Terrell Owens already at 49.
O'Neal, 2 titles on the 2015
I knew you
PBA
were gonna-
Tour
you were gonna
in
strike
Houston,
anyway, so it
Texas,
doesn't
and Shawnee, Oklahoma will wrap up
Bad lane, too.
in a losing effort as
Lane 10, yeah.
Shawn Stockman and Bill O'Neal will be eliminated as Terrell Owens and Pete Weber will move forward in the
There it
bracket.
is.
nice.
Come on, Bill. It's a fill ball. You knew it was striking.
48 in the 4-frame game.
They set us up wrong. That ain't right. That ain't right. They did us dirty.
Ball one strike. I just balled one strike. That's all you needed.
A megawatt
For me, I'm
smile
consistently
and the personality of Terrell Owens shining bright here at LA Live. Weber solid in the pocket. He's done it for so long.
Pete's locked in, fellas.
He's pretty good for an old guy, huh, Chris?
Pete locked in, man. Pete might be the most
When
competitive
we
person on
practiced,
tour.
I couldn't throw
Incredible.
a strike.
36 years on the tour? How long?
Let's see. He's 53. Is he 50? No, he's 53 years old. And he started when he was 17. I think he got his tour card when he was 17. Had to get his parents' permission.
36 years
Yeah, 36
as a
years.
professional bowler.
I'm just 30 years old.
He's been on tour 6 years longer than you've been alive.
Man, Pete.
Which one do you want to shoot?
Chris, what did you learn? Something to be learned as you're going to take up your quarterfinal match here in a
Yeah,
moment.
you know, with this 4-frame match, you really got to get off to a good
You
start.
make this,
You know,
all right.
So when my match comes, that first frame is big.
Did you like your ball reaction? Did you have a good feel for the lanes?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to bowl in these lanes yet,
Man, I
but
thought I
Okay.
had
I'm
that.
it's practice.
Hey, you're a great athlete and a great guy, and I've seen you bowl before. I think you'll be fine.
Appreciate it, fellas. I always love doing this, and thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Weber and T.O. advance to the semifinals. Our next quarterfinal features world champion Gary Faulkner Jr. with MLB All-Star pitcher John Burkett. They take on Triple Crown winner Chris Barnes with Sports Nation's Marcellus Wiley. The CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational presented by GoBowling.com is brought to you by GoBowling.com. For friends and family fun, log on to GoBowling.com to find a bowling center near you. By Barbasol Shaving Cream, America's leader for a close, comfortable shave, now with new rust-proof aluminum bottoms. By HotelPlanner.com, the best place to book hotel rooms. Best rooms, best rate, guaranteed. And by Geico, over 75 years of savings and service. The handsome CP3 trophy on display here at Lucky Strike LA Live. Anyone, Randy, would be proud to have this racing any sports room.
It's a beautiful trophy, and it's one that man right there wants to take back home.
The Chris Paul Family Foundation continues to provide resources that enrich development of strong communities. CP3 and comedian Kevin Hart dished out gifts recently to hundreds of children in LA just days before Christmas, spreading some holiday spirit and brightening kids' lives.
Always great to see a superstar and their families giving back, and that's exactly what Chris Paul and his great family has done.
And let's go down to Kimberly Pressler Laneside.
Thanks, guys. I am joined by Marcellus Wiley and Chris Barnes. So, Chris, let's start with you. You're a former champion of this event, but you have a new partner tonight. How do you think your odds are?
Hey, I brought the beef this time. Right now, I got somebody back up my mouth. I'm not afraid.
He brought the beef, but I don't think he brought the production. But we'll see. I'm a gamer, so practice was a little rough, but I'm waiting for the lights to turn on.
I don't know. I saw that practice, and you were out there spinning the ball, having some fun. Do you bowl often?
Yeah, I bowl often. Horrible and often. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's all in fun, all in charity. Love Chris Paul. So, here to represent my Clippers and go out there and do the best.
That's right. Well, best of luck to both of you guys tonight. Guys, back to you in the booth.
Lights are coming on. Things change.
Terrell Owens and Pete Weber advance to the semifinal. They will face the winner of John Burkett, Gary Faulkner Jr. versus Chris Barnes and Marcellus Wiley. 4-frame game. We'll bowl the 7th, 8th, 9th, and all of the 10th in our quarterfinal MLB All-Star. John Burkett and Gary Faulkner Jr., but Marcellus Wiley gets the first shot. Crosses the nose, 9 count, 5-pin. Big Marcellus Wiley.
Deeper than the other one, huh?
Can I ask how old you are? Like, are you?
Move over like 4 or 5 more boards. Move your eyes in between 3rd and 4th arrow. That was a great shot. So, yeah, move like 5 more boards there. Move your eyes in between 3rd and 4th arrow.
Okay, what do you think my eyes were last time?
Around 3rd arrow.
Oh, okay.
All right. Throw it at the same place. It'll be all right.
Marcellus Wiley getting some advice from partner Chris Barnes, who knows his way from board 1 to 39 and from the foul line to the head pin.
Wiley! Great advice.
With the best spear he's ever thrown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when your partner's a future Hall of Famer, that's a huge help. Marcellus Wiley, baby. You know what he's saying right here, Mike J? Nobody misses the 5-pin.
Great advice and a great going to the towel in the 7th frame. John Burkett, MLB All-Star in 1993 with the San Francisco Giants and the 2001 Atlanta Braves. 17 MLB seasons. The pitcher and the pitch in this 4-frame game into the nose and a 3-10 Beatty split. Burkett can bring it. He's competed professionally on both tours.
Yeah, his best finish on the PBA 50 Tour 4th, and John's got a lot of game. He's been bowling his entire life. He was telling me a great story about back when he was a kid living in Pittsburgh, how he would beg his father to take him to the Tournament of Champions in Akron every year.
Hasn't missed a show on TV since he was in single digits in age. And an open frame. So Wiley and Barnes, with that spare conversion, have taken the lead in this 4-frame quarterfinal.
Call the game, baby. Call the game.
Here's our first look at PBA World Champion Gary Faulkner Jr. out of Memphis. He's 25. And he capped off the World Series of Bowling in Reno with the World Championship. From the left side, 8th frame.
Yeah, there's the smooth style of Gary Faulkner. That kid's so smooth, he can slide uphill.
2 syllables and smooth.
Man, that's silky.
And now Chris Barnes.
He didn't make that look very hard either, did he?
If a player leaves and converts the 7-10 split on today's show, he'll earn the $100,000 Ultimate Spare Bonus, courtesy of Ultimate Bowling. 18-time titleist Barnes.
That money, baby. Oh!
And a 10-pin. Almost left that 7-10.
Had a little elbow in it.
Barnes, future Hall of Famer in the Professional Bowlers Association.
Barnes going with the high hard one. Comes in just a little soft, leaving that flat 10. Yeah, he didn't like it.
Cover of the spare for Barnes.
You're
10-pin lead in this 4-frame game. Second quarterfinal. Pete Weber and Terrell Owens have already advanced to the semifinal. The winner of this match will face them in another 4-framer in the semifinals. Now Marcellus Wiley back up for Wiley and Barnes. First team All-American, all Ivy League pick out of Columbia University.
Look at it. Uh-oh. On a spare, they lose count. Marcellus trying to give it a little bit more room to the right.
Yeah, right there. Clean up.
And unfortunately, the ball doesn't hook out of the gray boards.
10 seasons in the NFL. 324 tackles, 44 sacks of the quarterback in his NFL career. Twice he recorded double-digit sack totals in a season in 2000 and 2001. Gets a full rack here, second ball, 9th frame.
Look at it.
Wide right again, 29 through 9 for Wiley and Barnes.
The double G for Marcellus Wiley. Don't make him mad, Mike. Don't make him mad.
The ecstasy and the agony. Switch that, reverse it. Now, John Burkett working on a strike can take command here. 9th frame, foundation. That's an adjustment.
Smooth stroking John Burkett, baby. What a great shot. Oh, I used to love watching John pitch. Former Major League All-Star. Big John Burkett. Now, how about his partner, Gary Faulkner? Pretty smooth. Hello.
Yeah, turkey. Burkett, Faulkner, they will move on. Former PBA Player of the Year Shawn Rash and the Super Bowl champion running back will team up next at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational at Lucky Strike LA Live. PBA's Extra Frame is your home for exclusive live coverage of PBA Tour, PBA 50 Tour, and PWBA Tour events. The newly revamped video subscription service will feature more than 1,000 hours of live coverage in 2016. Don't miss a moment of the action. 3-day, monthly, and yearly subscriptions are available. Click on the Extra Frame link at PBA.com for more information. Flashing back to 6 years of greatness. The PBA CP3 Celebrity Invitationals 2012. Funny man, Kevin Hart teamed with CP3 and Jason Belmonte.
And getting all up in Jerry Ferraro's face, but Jerry, Turtle from Entourage, get some help from the bowling gods, baby.
But Jerry Ferrara and the team of Blake Griffin, Ferrara and Weber captured the title from Chris Paul, Jason Belmonte, and Kevin Hart in 2013. Kevin Hart was back in all of his glory.
Beating his bowling ball into submission.
But the team of Chris Barnes and Chris Hardwick had something to say about it. In the end, Hardwick and Barnes proved to be too tough on the night and walked away with the CP3 trophy. Welcome back to Lucky Strike LA Live. And we have the first semifinal set. Terrell Owens and Pete Weber will face John Burkett and Gary Faulkner Jr. Now, quarterfinal number 3. Allyson Felix with Ronnie Russell take on Super Bowl champ CJ Anderson with PBA Player of the Year Shawn Rash standing by with Kimberly Pressler.
I'm lane side with both of these guys, Shawn and CJ. CJ, let's start with you. You're a Super Bowl champ. You got a touchdown at Super Bowl 50, so we know that you can carry a football. But how are your skills at throwing a bowling ball?
Fun. If you ain't having fun, why do it? So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I have fun on the football field, I have fun on this alley.
That's a good way to look at it. Now, Shawn, as long as I've known you, you have been a super Denver Broncos fan. So how excited are you to bowl with this guy tonight?
I'm thrilled. I mean, I've been a Bronco fan since I can remember. It was an unbelievable feeling to watch them, win Super Bowl 50, giving the chief, Peyton Manning a ring. Hopefully he retires on top. If not, I would love to have him back. I'm sure he would too. But tonight we're here about, throwing the rock, and we're going to have a little bit of fun at the same time.
All right, well, these guys say they're out to have some fun. Let's see how they do on the lanes. Guys, back to you.
And they're sporting the Broncos colors. I know this is a huge thrill for Shawn, a huge Denver Bronco fan, and man, what a treat getting to bowl with C.J. Anderson. But speaking of treats, wait till you see C.J. Anderson's style.
We don't need it. We're about to get it right now.
Ronnie Russell and Allyson Felix, the Olympic gold medalist sprinter, 4-time Olympic gold medalist and 2-time silver medalist, begins for Russell and Felix. With a 3 count.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Allyson Felix out of the University of Southern California, just down the road here from Lucky Strike LA Live. 9 gold medals, 3 silvers, and 1 one bronze in World Championship competition,
Come on, you got it.
in addition to her Olympic achievements. 2012 IAAF Female Athlete of the Year.
Come on, Allyson. Come on, Allyson. Oh!
She got the one in front, 9 counts.
She was robbed. Don't those pins know who that is?
Come on, baby.
That's Allyson Felix. Come on, man.
There he is, Super Bowl champ C.J. Anderson from the Denver Broncos.
How about that style?
And 6 on top of break for Anderson and Rash.
Right hander off the right foot with a bunch of hand.
Oh, no dab, no dab. No
And
dab, no
this
dab.
is your Barbasol close shave
And that
of
was
the
Brooklyn,
day.
too. I know Biggie Smalls. Perfect.
Watch this style. How about that, huh? Slides on the right. Well, I wouldn't even say slide. Plants on the right foot.
Shawn Rash follows it up with a double.
Look at that. That's going to be a strong team.
Rash,
Yo, yo, yo,
9-time
yo, 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 that's
PBA
not to be cheating.
Tour
What are you
champion.
doing?
I need it, man. Have you seen
I
me
know.
bowl?
Nah, I see you kick. I see you kick.
Here comes Ronnie Russell, 3-time PBA Tour winner with Allyson Felix.
Oh, boy.
Defending champion of this event, winner last year with French
got right like that
Montana.
earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Ronnie Russell, one of the good ones
Man,
on
you
our
messed up
tour,
your line.
man. Lots of fun, great bowler. Just a great guy.
One title in 2015 coming at the PBA Summer Swing at the Badger Open in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Spare on the board for Allyson Felix and Ronnie Russell in this 4-frame game. We'll bowl the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and all of the 10th frame. Quarterfinal match
Same lane?
number 3.
Come on, Allyson.
Oh, we're on the same lane? I think I might move the left lane.
That make you nervous?
Nah, I don't know. I'm not this.
Hold on.
Look at that athlete, huh? Huh? Oh, man.
6 in the 10.
Fair enough. Come on.
Nice shot, nice shot,
We
nice
got
shot.
this.
Starting to sweat over here.
Yeah, you can tell she's an athlete. She can direct that ball in a pretty good line to the pocket. Comes in just a little heavy, leaving the 6'10".
Hey, if she gets us and you guys open,
We done.
Yeah, that's a great point. If she makes this,
Why would you say
C.J.
that?
Anderson
What team
opens
are
in
you
the
on?
9th frame.
I'm on the Colts.
Whole different game.
She got it.
Look at this. Hang on.
Sorry, babe.
8 and out, 35 through 9
got
in
it.
this
Come on.
4-frame game.
We're rooting for you.
And now C.J. Anderson. 234 yards and 54 carries in the 2015 postseason, including a pair of touchdowns and the split. 6-7-10.
If only Allyson Felix would have converted that 6'10" in the 9th frame,
I need him hard.
Yeah,
we have a whole different ballgame. Right now, C.J. Anderson staring
I
down
got you.
at the 6-7-10.
You should go for it.
Shut up.
Hey.
And 8 out in the frame, 18-pin
Yeah.
lead for
Sean.
C.J. Anderson, Shawn Rash.
Shawn
Leave
needs
me up,
open.
homie.
He's open. Uh-oh.
And a mark secures the victory. The best Felix and Russell can do is 65, and now 3 pins
seen it.
to
It was
secure the
coming.
victory for C.J. Anderson and Shawn Rash to advance
Appreciate it.
to the
What do you think
semifinal
you
here
paid
at the
She didn't want it, man.
CP3
Put money back in
PBA
there.
Celebrity Invitational.
I can't be allowed to let that
Come on,
open.
Shawn. Show us 10 back.
Foul.
Yeah, beautiful shot by
Just
Shawn
like
Rash.
that. Academy Award nominees will walk the red carpet later today. Kimberly Pressler caught up with the pros and celebrities earlier on bowling's red carpet.
So it's officially the 5-year anniversary of you and Jason Belmonte winning it.
Yes,
Are you going to do it again this year?
it's about time. I talked to Belmo about it, and we've been the nice host for way too long, and it's about time that we take the crown back.
I spoke to Chris earlier. He's not happy that we haven't won the last few. So I expect a big night in the lanes from both of us.
I'm surprised he over here and not somewhere practicing right now, to tell you the truth. You know, yeah.
I gotta practice because I think this thing is rigged. He's won it like 2 or 3 times already.
So T.O. gave you some tips, even though you're his competition tonight.
Yeah, but you know that's the way it goes. He's a monster. He's just as good at bowling as he is basketball, football, parcheesi.
Seems like bowling is in your blood. You really like it.
My grandmother, she got me into it. She bowled way back in the day, 80s and 90s, and I just always watched her. She wanted to get into that. I got into football, which that wasn't a bad choice, but you know, when I started competitively bowling, of course she was happy and she helped me out through the whole process.
Tell me a little bit more about the charity, because I know that you guys officially switched the name after the 10-year anniversary, right?
Right. So it used to be the CP3 Foundation, but for me, it's now the Chris Paul Family Foundation, because I'm so fortunate to have an amazing team around me, as far as my brother, my parents, my wife, my sister-in-law, everyone. And so everyone in our family does a little bit to give back. So it's not just about me, it's about the entire family.
I don't know if you know this, but there's an all-girls team tonight, Clara and Hope Solo.
I did not know that.
Yes, first time ever for your event. And you and Jason are going up against them first.
Whoa, did not know that. So,
are you nervous about that?
A little bit.
Is that who we're playing against first?
Very first, yes. Are you a little nervous now?
I've been nervous the whole time, I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely nervous. I hope I don't let you down. But we're playing them first.
Anything can happen in this tournament. That's what I've been telling. Me and T.O. was talking about last year. T.O. was knocked out early in the bowl-off, so Hope acts like she doesn't know what she's doing, but she's a competitor.
I'm absolutely honored because I was hoping to be paired together. I wanted to be a strong women team, and I hope we're going to beat up on the boys tonight.
Coming up, Chris Paul and Australian two-hander Jason Belmonte face our ladies duo. Colombia's Clara Guerrero and two-time Olympic gold medalist Hope Solo at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. The Staples Center, right across the street from LA Live, home of the LA Clippers and Chris Paul, the NBA All-Star guard.
That's where I'm going to take you later and school you on the hardwood.
Randy strong on the dribble.
2010 was the second year of the Chris Paul PBA Celebrity Invitational in this flashback.
The Stars were out in force.
Belmonte piping the plastic up the first arrow. And Chris Paul goes for a little slide.
CP3 paired with Jason Belmonte.
Lil Wayne's showing some hardwood action. Crosses over for a little Brooklyn. And Belmonte takes the dive.
In the end, Jason Belmonte strikes out for the win. And teamed up yet again, looking for their third victory in the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. Updating our brackets, C.J. Anderson and Shawn Rash, the third of our four semifinals. We'll find out our fourth, Chris Paul and Jason Belmonte versus Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero. Standing by right now with our Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, guys. I am ringside with these two beautiful ladies. So, Hope, I know that you're used to the pressure when you were on the soccer field, but this is a different type of pressure. How are the nerves?
You know, I play my best under pressure, so hopefully it pans out well tonight.
I like that
I'm feeling the
confidence.
pressure, let me tell you.
Clara, did you give her any pointers?
Definitely, yes. When we were practicing next door, I was just trying to tell her to roll the ball, not to throw it, to keep her shoulders square to the lane, and just have fun.
Well, you know, you two are the first ever all-girls team for this event. Are you feeling the pressure of representing all the ladies around the world?
Definitely, a little bit. We definitely want to represent well, but more than pressure and maybe feeling a little bit nervous. We are just excited and honored to finally have a girls team here.
All right, well, best of luck to both of you guys. Back to the booth.
Today's Columbia 300 fun facts on Chris Paul. Chris has accounted for more than 14,000 points and accumulated 7,400 assists and 1,700 steals during the regular season throughout his NBA career.
You know, I tried to guard Chris one time in a little pickup game. He did a crossover dribble, and I ended up with a double hernia.
He's done that to much better guards. And now Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero, the U.S. national team goalkeeper. Hope Solo, opening shot. Pipes it up the middle and a strike for Hope Solo.
Oh my!
Shoulders square.
The girl's bringing it. Hope Solo. And it's a little in your face, CP3.
After you, kind tournament host. Here he is, Chris Paul, 9-time NBA All-Star. Opening pitch in this 4-frame game. And Paul with the washout.
Is Hope Solo going to send CP3 to the bench early?
Early pressure needs to convert.
What?
Come on, pick it up.
The 1-2 for the 10.
Oh, good try, Chris. Good try.
Need a little help.
It's all right.
Need a little help.
9 out, tags his partner. They've won it together twice. Jason Belmonte, all-world, 32 out of Orange, New South Wales, Australia. The current and reigning 3-time PBA Player of the Year and 2-time winner of this event with our host, Chris Paul. 8th frame in this 4-frame game. Touch high, forfeit.
Almost running out of room on that left lane. Belmonte may have to take to the air.
We might be in trouble. Tell me the scores.
With one shot, pressure squarely on Chris Paul and Jason Belmonte, and Clara Guerrero has yet to throw a shot.
Look out. Back-to-back opens. Oh my.
With a single pin.
Somebody get the number of that bus.
So she strike, we in big
And
trouble.
now Clara Guerrero can step on the gas. Member of the Colombian national team for the last 18 years.
She made a telecast on the PBA Tour and the Cheetah Championship just a couple of years ago.
At the World Series of Bowling, 8th frame. And a double for the ladies.
In your face! It's all girl power. Wow. What a great shot. Clara Guerrero is one of the best female bowlers that we have. She competes in men's events, the PWBA events. She bowls all over the world now. Hope Solo, man, talk about putting some pressure on the boys.
Double wood, 3 and 9 for the 2-time Olympic gold medalist and winner of the 2015 and 2011 FIFA World Cup Golden Glove Awards for her time between the pipes.
Hope could probably kick that bowling ball down there just as fast.
Unless she spares it. We're in trouble. Yeah, we're done. We need a lot of help from Clara.
Hang on.
And it goes wide, so an opening for Chris Paul and Jason Belmonte. Randy, 4 strikes would give them 78.
They need to strike out here to force Clara Guerrero to double in the 10th, but it has to start right here with Chris Paul.
And huge. Paul gets the strike, the 2005-6 NBA Rookie of the Year. All 10 down, setting it up for the anchor player who will bowl all of the 10th frame. Jason Belmonte, the 3-time PBA Player of the Year. With a strike here would cut the lead of Solo and Guerrero to single pins, 10th frame.
2 hands.
6 around the 10, ringing 10.
How often do you see Jason Belmonte leave anything when he hits the pocket?
Pick it up.
Spare strike, they have 58. That would mean Clara Guerrero just needs 5 pins in the 10th frame. Beautiful shot here just to leave that ring in 10. Nasty. Hope Solo. Clara Guerrero going to take down the 2-time winners of this event.
We would need her to trip and fall in the gutter twice.
He's beside himself.
Twice, right?
CP3 checking on his options with PBA Tour Commissioner Tom Clark, which aren't many.
#58 for Paul and Belmonte now. Clara Guerrero with a few pins will advance her team into the semifinals.
Belmonte trying to hide Clara's bowling ball.
5 pins into the shot.
This to advance to face C.J. Anderson and Shawn Rash in the semifinal. But the women have advanced. Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero will bowl the semifinal.
Good job. Good job.
Wow, talk about an upset.
Were you guys the favorites?
Now you are, okay? Now you guys have taken that lead.
Clara cleans up the spare, and Solo and Guerrero will move on. All of our celebrities shoe up next, including Chris Paul. And an exciting elimination roll-off coming up, the Celebrity Super Clash. Lucky Strike, LA Live, home of the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational presented by GoBowling.com. And we filled our semifinals. Terrell Owens and Pete Weber will face John Burkett with Gary Faulkner Jr. C.J. Anderson with Shawn Rash will face Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero, who took out our host Chris Paul with Jason Belmonte. And now it's time for today's Celebrity Super Clash. Each celebrity will throw a shot with the low pinfall being eliminated. There'll be a roll-off if there's a tie. The clash continues until one celebrity claims the trophy. Allyson Felix begins.
Uh-oh, look out.
And that is a 5 count. Low count will be eliminated. So Felix with 5.
Hey, you'll be surprised now. All that thing got to do is slide to the gutter.
5 on the first shot, Mike J., also known as half a loaf in the sport of bowling.
We've got 10 celebrities in this Super Clash, and now John Burkett, 5 or better, to escape being eliminated.
JB said during the break, I was watching him in practice, he says, Randy, I got a ball down. We're hooking.
And 9 count for Burkett.
9's good.
5 or better to advance.
Man, listen.
The official Lucky Strike score is 5, and now Terrell Owens in this Celebrity Super Clash. Everyone will throw a shot and will eliminate low pinfall. Terrell with an 8 count.
I got 8.
Keep it on the lane, get more than 5, you move on. Something Marcellus has had a little trouble doing.
Marcellus Wiley.
Come on, big guy.
Whole bunch of charisma. NFL career, including playing for the Buffalo Bills, the San Diego Chargers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sport of bowling is what you do behind the foul line. Oh! He saved Allyson Felix. And now Hope Solo, whose big strike propelled the team of Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero to the semifinal. Now competing on her own in this Super Celebrity Clash. Right up the pipe and another strike.
Hope Solo's got game. Serious game. Keep it on the lane and advance. Come on, Chris.
Hope Solo played a part in ousting our host from the main event. Now Chris Paul, defending champion of this Super Clash. 7 count is safe.
Here's our first look at Too Short joining us for the Super Clash. Too much. 10 down for Too Short.
Too short. Too much power.
American rapper best known for his hit songs The Ghetto and Blow the Whistle. Too Short credited as being one of the pioneer rappers of West Coast hip hop. And that $sign in Too Short, money on the maple.
I got a technique though, it's called no warm up, just go. Don't think about it, just go.
C.J. Anderson keeps it on the lane.
Move on.
A channel ball would have invited a roll-off with Marcellus Wiley.
All I got to do is hit one pin.
He's not here. Shawn Stockman, founding member of Boys to Men. Keep it on the lane to advance.
There it is.
That'll do it. 7 will do.
Nice.
And now Anthony Anderson, star of ABC's Blackish, takes to the lane.
Oh! He needed one, he got one.
One is enough. Marcellus Wiley is eliminated from the Celebrity Super Clash in one of the most energetic exits in CP3 history. 9 celebrities remain. The Celebrity Super Clash rolls on with more eliminations until one player is declared the champion. Next from Lucky Strike, LA Live. The CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational, presented by GoBowling.com, is brought to you by GoBowling.com. For friends and family fun, log on to GoBowling.com to find a bowling center near you. By Storm, where innovation and passion collide. Storm is the Bowlers Company. By Rolltech. Try Rolltech Action Bowling's daily contests and win real cash using your league scores. Make your mark. And by Columbia 300. Grab some friends, have some fun, let's bowl. And before we left, Marcellus Wiley went into the gray board. Anthony Anderson gets one to stay alive and eliminate Marcellus Wiley from the Celebrity Super Clash. Allyson Felix pitches, and that's a 7 count. Anthony Anderson, 45, out of Los Angeles, Emmy nominee for Blackish, in addition to a long and diverse career in the movies, including 2006's The Departed and 2007's Transformers.
All right, John Burkett.
Okay,
it's got to be your favorite in this shootout.
John Burkett, along with Chris Paul, certain favorites heading into this Super Clash. And Burkett, 8 count, will advance. Felix on the bubble with 7.
He's got to get lined up, but I think once he does, he's going to be the guy to beat in this competition.
I can throw my straight ball. Okay.
Terrell Owens is up. And 8's enough. Terrell Owens. Allyson Felix still on the bubble with 7 as we rotate through the celebrity order. The low pinfall will be eliminated in this CP3 Celebrity Super Clash. Chris Paul, defending champion, now Hope Solo. Full of strikes today. this time, Hope Solo. And Allyson Felix is given new life as Hope Solo with 0.
It's in my pocket.
And now our host, Chris Paul, eliminated from the main event, the defending champion here. Two-time All-American at Wake Forest University.
Oh no, get back.
That's enough.
Lord have mercy. Huh? Yeah.
All right, the number is Keep It on the Lane.
Keep it on the lane in advance.
Back over to Too Short. Born Todd Anthony Shaw. And he brings it back to the pocket. Not quite enough, but 9 counts enough.
Going with the no thumb style. I like it.
Hey, long as I hear Santa Claus, I want to get gifts this year, Hit that cover one time.
CJ Anderson, that's enough.
Boy, CJ sure rolls it off his hand nice, doesn't he?
Shawn Stockman from Boys to Men. A 0 would keep Hope Solo alive. We've seen 1 channel ball in this competition. Stockman finding his way to an 8 count, staying alive.
He's figured out a way to keep it on the lane, Mike J.
First things first.
Remember the last time Anthony was up, he barely got one. Needs to get one again.
And now Anthony Anderson to eliminate Hope Solo.
Got it. Wow. What a shot.
You like that? You like that?
You like that?
Please say goodbye
Thank you.
Hope Solo.
Normally a goose egg for a goalkeeper is stellar. In this case, Hope Solo eliminated from the Celebrity Superclash. Who will win? Find out next. The Hollywood sign, situated on Mount Lee, originally constructed in 1923. And welcome back to Lucky Strike LA Live. While we were away, Boys to Men's Shawn Stockman eliminated with a score of 1.
Just 1 pin.
In the next round, Allyson Felix and Too Short would go to a roll-off. And a 9 count for Allyson on her first pitch. And to advance. And Too Short would clip the 7 pin. Too Short eliminated from the CP3 Celebrity Shootout. 6 players remain, and Allyson Felix begins our next round. With a 10 count.
Crosses over, tripping the 6 out. She's a gamer.
John Burkett, strong.
Thought I was going to hook.
You must strike at this point.
Burkett is lined up. He's going to be a handful. Look out. Another 10-pin party in the pin.
Whole lot of hand.
T.O. with a 3-bagger.
3 celebrities remaining in this round. The first 3 have 10. Now Chris Paul. And Chris on the bubble with a 7 count.
Our host is in trouble.
C.J. Anderson, Anthony Anderson yet to play. CP3 on the bubble at 7.
That's good. That looked like a Belmonte strike.
That's a message. That's what it's called. It's called a message. It's called a message.
Taking out a linebacker? How about taking out a 10 pin?
I appreciate that, man. I got it. Yes. Thank you.
That head pin came over and took out the 10 pin about as fast as C.J. Anderson hits the hole.
Blackish's Anthony Anderson, 8 or better to eliminate Chris Paul.
We have a
roll-off between Chris Paul and Anthony Anderson. New life for Chris Paul.
Okay. 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 I made it happen sometime.
On back, no, another 7. 7s are wild. Once again, same position for Anthony Anderson. 8 to eliminate the hometown host.
What's the number to beat? 6. 7. How you lie? 6.
6 will do it.
Anthony Anderson has eliminated Chris Paul with a powerful strike.
Guess who's not going to be invited back to the party?
The defending champion has been eliminated from the Celebrity Super Clash, and we're down to 5.
Might as well, huh? I see you.
What a great shot.
Here we go. We're down at 5.
Let's go, baby.
And Allyson Felix will begin. She's stuck around. And now in the final 5. And another 7 count for Felix.
7.
John Burkett, opening day starter for 4 different Major League Baseball teams, including the Giants, the Marlins, the Rangers, and the Braves. Bowled on both the Pro and PBA 50 tours. And yet another strike. Burkett, 10.
Yeah, what a great shot that was. Just 6-pin crushes the 10. Crossing over. All right, 9's not bad. Allyson Felix was 7. She's on the bubble.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
C.J. Anderson and Anthony Anderson yet to play. Wow, 10 for C.J. And now once again it's up to Anthony Anderson. 8 or better to eliminate Allyson Felix. And here's another look.
What an athlete. Oh, half pocket swish zone and trips the 5-7 late.
Anthony Anderson, 9 count. And Allyson Felix has been eliminated.
Please say goodbye to Allyson Felix.
What a great showing by Allyson.
And then there were 4. John Burkett, Terrell Owens, C.J. Anderson, and Anthony Anderson, the final 4 in our CP3 Celebrity Super Clash for a CP3 trophy. Burkett will now lead off in the round of 4. Burkett.
Up the gut a little bit, just leaving the 10 pin.
Left it open.
And now things getting interesting. As the pace slows just a bit with more and more attention paid per shot. T.O. with the 10 count puts Burkett on the bubble for the first time.
Come on, CJ.
C.J. Anderson, Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos. And they get all the way back. Now C.J.'s on the bubble with that 7 count. Let's Burkett back in.
The new number is 7.
Damn.
Comes down to Anthony Anderson.
I know I slipped. I let it go.
8 or better eliminates C.J.
All day, every day.
Less than 7, and Anthony himself would be eliminated. 10 will do. Boom! C.J. Anderson has been eliminated, and we're down to 3. John Burkett, Terrell Owens, and Anthony Anderson remain single ball eliminations. 1 will be eliminated after this round. Burkett.
Beautiful.
Packs it. John Burkett, 10 count.
Boy, what a nice game JB has.
It's a strike so far.
Terrell Owens, 10. Randy, we have our first must-strike situation.
Terrell Owens striking in 5 out of his last 6 shots. Anthony Anderson has to have 10.
Strike to force a roll-off in the round of 3. And Anthony Anderson has been eliminated. Randy, it's a sudden death roll-off to determine the CP3 Celebrity Superclass champion. It comes down to John Burkett versus Terrell Owens.
John Burkett can put the pressure on Terrell Owens right here with a strike.
Burkett, 4 of his last 5 strikes. Owens, 5 of his last 6. Single ball to determine our Superclass champion. Burkett mixing, 9 count. T.O. strike to win.
Pretty good shot there.
Terrell needs a strike to win.
Strike to win. 9 would be a roll-off. Anything less than 9, and John Burkett is the CP3 Celebrity Superclass champion.
It's the 4th quarter. T.O. knows this kind of pressure.
John Burkett takes home the CP3 trophy. He's the Celebrity Superclass champion. Coming up, John Burkett continues in the main event of the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational with partner Gary Faulkner Jr. They take on Terrell Owens with Pete Weber in our first semifinal match at Lucky Strike LA Live. CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational, presented by GoBowling.com, rolls on at Lucky Strike LA Live. Time now for this Ebonite flashback to the very first CP3 Celebrity Invitational.
Kevin Durant showing some mad skill. You know, it was great because I asked Kevin Durant what he thought about the oil pattern. Kevin said, oil pattern? What's that? Rudy Gay throwing some nice strikes. CP3 with another strike of his own.
Okay. CP3 looking like a baby.
But it was all about LeBron and Jason Couch.
And the voice you know is Anthony Anderson, just coming off the lanes. Mike Jakubowski with Hall of Famer Randy Peterson. And you bring it on the lanes and you bring it with the attitude. How much fun did you have out there?
I had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I did not take first or second. We don't count third place. But if this were the Olympics, I would have gone home with a medal. That's all I'm going to say.
Anthony, you showed a lot of game, man. I like your action. Your release looked great out there. A little bit of practice. I think you got game.
Thank you, Randy.
Coming up at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational, our 2 semifinals. Terrell Owens and Pete Weber take on John Burkett with Gary Faulkner Jr. C.J. Anderson, Shawn Rash face Hope Solo with Clara Guerrero. And here we go.
Here we go.
T.O. Pete Weber. Terrell will lead off.
Oh, 10-pin. That's my nemesis on this game.
Run it down.
Let's see what T.O. does with it.
I know you got this.
Anthony, it got a little bit intense down there as the competition got to 4, 3, and 2 players.
Yeah, it did. It did. But, you know, it brings out the best in all of us.
Nicely done. He goes to that classic spare ball.
Right on.
Keeps
Great
his hand
shot.
underneath it, kind of rolls it end over end.
Can't throw much
You know,
better
your style and T.O. style not that dissimilar.
Really?
Yeah, you know, just Terrell uses just a little bit of his thumb. You kind of have that same motion going at the bottom of the swing, same kind of release. This guy here, though, he kind of moonlights on the PBA 50 tour.
I know, and you know, I think it's unfair for him to play with us amateurs. Oh, that's why he moonlights. That's why he moonlights. He can't pick that up.
on the ball return.
You know, I can't remember the last time I saw the Greek church made on television.
Why couldn't you have done that when we were playing?
Anthony yelling at Burkett from the booth. I love it.
Little heat from the booth.
Okay, he tried.
All right, John. Bring it up now.
We bowl the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's a 4-frame game in our semifinals and championship match. Now, Gary Faulkner Jr.
Burkett's got him a good partner, though, Anthony.
We got him right.
This young man just won the world championship just about a month and a half ago.
Did he? I saw him warming up on the other end. I was quite impressed with his, would you call it a stroke?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
First time ever on television bowling for a major championship, and he takes the hardware home.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I actually watched him win.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. It just hit me that I watched him win not too long ago.
Back in Reno at the National Bowling Stadium, the World Tech PBA World Championship major titleist.
Oh. Looked like he just slipped.
And a major error as open frame.
This is what we have.
Expected now.
That Geico insurance thing right there. He kicks that.
I think the ball return cover got him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, okay. I won't blame it on Geico. Can't blame it on Geico.
Yeah, no, we need them. They're a great sponsor of ours.
Yes, they are.
Uh-oh, Weber up the face.
9 count for Weber.
I'm safe. I can make this, I think.
4th on the all-time titles list with 37 for PDW, Pete Weber. Winner of this 4-frame game will advance to our championship match at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. Mike Jakubowski with Randy Peterson, joined in the booth by Anthony Anderson.
Pete Weber, Anthony's been good for so long. He's kind of like athlete's foot. He's hard to get rid of.
Really?
I think they're like picking on me over there.
I like that. I like that, Randy.
All right.
Noticed a lot of camaraderie on the lanes in that Celebrity Super Clash, and I'm sensing a lot of camaraderie coming up with an April 2016 release.
Oh, yes. Barbershop 3. You've done your homework on that, huh, Mike? Yeah.
The camaraderie of working with that talented group of people, what's that like?
It's great. You know, everybody's back from the original movie with some great additions in Nicki Minaj and Common and JB Smooth. And we just had a ball, and I think the people are really going to enjoy the 3rd installment of Barbershop.
Foundation frame in this 4-frame match. T.O. up for Owens and Weber.
Okay, he can pick that
All
up.
right, come on now.
Right now, it's just
that's fair.
about them making
That's
spares and filling frames because the team of John Burkett and Gary Faulkner Jr., they've gone back-to-back open frames. See if T.O. can convert the 6-10 here.
It should not be a problem. It should not be a problem. There you go.
All right.
Nicely done.
Man, way to go.
20-pin lead for Terrell Owens and Pete Weber over John Burkett with Gary Faulkner Jr.
A little bit, you know.
Let's see what they can do with it.
Well, right now, it's must-strike time for them. They need to strike out. If they do, they would be 47 in the 9th, 77 in the 10th, and that would actually give them an outside shot.
A far outside shot.
They need to strike out.
Yeah.
John Burkett, 166 and 136 career record in the major leagues. And here comes this pitch.
Speaking of striking out, let's see what he's got.
Crossing over for the 5-9 lead.
I think it's safe to say that this one is over.
Spare for Burkett. Anthony, you grew up in the LA area. Where did you do some bowling around town?
Right now I do a lot of my bowling in the Valley in Corbin. Corbin Bowl. There was a bowling alley. I grew up in Compton, California. There was a bowling alley in Linwood, California. That's there no more. But that was our bowling alley. But now me and my son on the weekends, we played Corbin Bowl. We have our fun there. My best game, 242, I believe. And I've had, what do you call it, a clean game?
Mm-hmm.
I've had one clean game in my bowling career.
Very nice.
The 9th with whatever I do. So
Filling frames is what the players call it. And Faulkner needs to fill here and fill on the fill ball for 56.
Did it. Yeah. Too much, too little, too late. Let's see what he's going to do.
Faulkner bowls out of strike zone bowling lanes in South Haven, Mississippi, which is in suburban Memphis. PBA World Champion.
Oh.
52.
This team was one of the favorites too on my big board.
So all I need to do is keep the ball on the lane, right?
Yeah, pretty much, Pete.
I like Pete.
I think he can handle it.
Weber to advance his team to the championship match here. CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. And even despite the split, that'll be enough.
Enough.
All right.
And thank you so much, Anthony Anderson, for joining Randy and me in the booth. Coming up next, our semifinal. Clara Guerrero and Hope Solo takes on Shawn Rash with CJ Anderson. The handsome CP3 trophy will be awarded to the champion here at the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational. And an update of our bracket, Terrell Owens and Pete Weber have advanced to the championship. Our second semifinal, CJ Anderson with Shawn Rash versus Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero. 4-frame battle. And the winner here will advance to the championship match. Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero get things started in our second semifinal. Hope Solo keyed the strike that took out our host in our quarterfinal 8-count to begin, 6-10.
She's not fooling around. She's bringing the heat.
I'm telling.
Ball's got some speed behind it.
Known for her time with the United States women's national team, also pro goalkeeper for the Seattle Reign FC in the NWSL. Trying to get over, but just one, 9 and out. open frame in the first for Solo Guerrero.
Very close, very close.
Now C.J. Anderson from the Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos.
Oh.
Puts it in the nose.
Gives that opening right back to Solo and Guerrero. And let's take a look at our track tech talk as we study C.J. Anderson's unique style. Starts with the left, ends up on the right. You can see that cupped wrist there at the backswing. Very short with that backswing. Ends up on the right foot, no slide. And I'll tell you what, if he wasn't as strong, both with his lower body and his upper body, there's no way he'd be able to generate that kind of speed and power.
And Anderson picks up the count, matches even. Shawn Rash owns a pair of PBA Tour major titles, the first coming at Miller Park in Milwaukee at the Masters in 2007. Rash followed that up with his 2012 win at the PBA Tournament of Champions at Red Rock in Las Vegas, on his way to the PBA Player of the Year award at the end of that season.
Oh, solid 8.
Oh.
What a great shot by Shawn Rash, and what a terrible break.
Oh. I don't want to watch the replay.
A beautiful shot here, and peels it out from about 5th arrow to the 2nd arrow and back, and no right-hander likes leaving that pin on a pocket hit.
Shawn Rash, the 8-time and current member of Team USA, with the first mark of this second semifinal. Now Clara Guerrero up in the 8th, teamed with Hope Solo. Clara drops the rack. Strike for Solo Guerrero.
Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Come on, one time.
Today's Rolltech stat.
Here, come on.
More than 67 million people bowl at least once each year, making bowling the world's leading participatory sport.
I'll tell you what, now she can convert this 5-pin. All the pressure will be back on Anderson and Rash.
Very good. Okay.
It's the easiest single pin spare in our sport. It's right in the middle of the lane. It's the one we all kid each other about. When you miss one, nobody misses the 5-pin. Come on, Hope.
Come on.
Look at this. Look at this. How about you?
On it. And sometimes, Randy, the easy ones can look harder in this hammer tough spare replay. Right on line, all the way home. And a strike for C.J. Anderson.
Yeah, now that solid 8-pin that Shawn left, even bigger now as this match is tied up. But Shawn Rash can take home the victory here with a couple strikes here in the 10th frame. Look out. Door is now wide open for Clara Guerrero.
Shawn, let me down. All you do is pick up. All you gotta do is pick up and get one. All you
Are
going for.
explaining the situation to Hope.
Shawn goes spare strike. Clara Guerrero goes strike spare. We have a tie.
I was nervous. I know you don't care, but I was nervous. One more. A lot of pressure right here. Come on, man, close out.
Shawn Rash, the 2012 ESPY Award winner in the Best Bowler category.
I lost this. I should have striked on the first time.
An account. If he doesn't strike, I can strike.
Oh, no.
Damn, Shawn! You want me to anchor next time?
CJ wants to know if Shawn wants him to anchor next time.
My bad, man.
Clara Guerrero, strike 9. They win. 9 spare strike. They win.
Hey, I gave it to you.
Delivers.
Has she missed yet? Has she missed yet?
No ball.
It's in the game plan.
If she get 8 pins, I'm pretty sure she can get 8. I mean, if she missed 8 pins, she needs to lose her every contract she got.
9 pins and 2 shots, and Solo and Guerrero will move on to face Pete Weber and Terrell Owens, 10th frame. Winner! Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero are moving on. They will face Pete Weber and Terrell Owens when we return our championship match in the PBA Celebrity Invitational. Solo Guerrero against Weber and Owens when we return to Lucky Strike LA Live. Be sure to stay logged on to PBA.com for all the latest PBA news, player updates, tournament results, and promotions. And for even more information about the sport of bowling, head to PBA.com and click on the Go Bowling link to find a center. Learn about bowling and much, much more on PBA.com. As we get ready for our championship match, let's flash back to last year's Chris Paul PBA Celebrity Invitational, featuring the likes of comedian and defending champion Chris Hardwick, as well as entertainer Nick Cannon.
But it was rapper French Montana who surprised everyone with his bowling skills, Mike, and he really stole the show.
CP3 and Jason Belmonte still had a chance to walk away with their 3rd title, but were unable to come through in the clutch. French Montana and Ronnie Russell claimed the 2015 PBA CP3 hardware. CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational Championship match. Terrell Owens and Pete Weber advancing as Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero advance. Kimberly Kressler is laneside.
Thanks, Mike. So, Hope, you said earlier when I interviewed you that you work best under pressure. Can you believe that you are now in the finals?
I do believe that pressure builds winners. I can't believe we're in the final, but I have to say my teammate has been carrying us through the entire night.
I don't know. You got a few strikes out there. You feeling confident?
I have not had confidence 1 ounce yet tonight. So we're just going to run with the insecurities and the nerves, and hopefully that will help me play under pressure.
So far, it's worked for you. Good luck to you, Hope. Terrell, you have been in this charity event for several years now, but this is the farthest you've made it. Absolutely. You are 1 win away from getting that trophy that you want so badly. Is this your year?
Absolutely. This is something that I've been working on. Chris Paul has been talking a lot of trash the last couple of years, so I'm finally here, so I plan on winning.
All right, 2 very confident people. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
The host of the CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational, Chris Paul, looking on with his mom and the great support of the Chris Paul Family Foundation.
Hey, just FYI, Mike, when you're the host of the event, you can talk as much trash as you want.
4-frame match to determine our champion. Hope Solo opening shot and gets all but the 10 pin. Avoids a worse fate.
I wonder if Clara's going to give her any instruction here on how to convert the 10-pin. The one thing that Hope's done so well tonight is that she's hit the head pin with just about every shot she's thrown.
Okay. And just point it with, yes, just a little bit more, few more volts.
And there's the instruction. What is the key to overcoming the 10-pin for an amateur player?
Well, making a couple, first of all, but the key here is to give yourself a chance to make a stand as far left as she can. And then go cross alley.
Good try, good try, good try.
It's all about angles when you're shooting spares, and a little bit of practice.
Right here, big boy, right here.
Certainly doesn't hurt either. Stand farther left, cross alley at the 10-pin, and she just got it a little bit too far right of target. Almost took the camera out.
And T.O. opening shot in the championship, and he drills 10 straight back.
It's exactly what you look to do, especially when you said, hey, it's ours. This is my time. I'm taking the CP3 trophy home. He takes advantage of the opening given to him by Hope Solo. He steps up and throws 10 in the pit. Now, Weber, left lane.
I'm sorry if I kick you in the face, okay?
Handing it off to the fourth greatest player in PBA history, as voted in 2009. Trying to earn his second CP3 trophy. And Pete's in the nose, 7 count, 3-6-10 remain.
That lane is so dry right now, and Pete can't hardly move any farther to the left. He's just about in the stands now with the crowd. Look how far left he is. He just clipped one of the fans with his trail leg.
Like I say, I'm sorry if I kick you.
Hey, listen, I'd pay good money to get kicked by Pete Weber.
Expert cover of the 3, 6, and the 10.
The worst spare ever.
Clara Guerrero, two-time women's world champion, also has enjoyed success against the men, including 2 PBA regional titles and the 3rd ever TV appearance by a woman on the PBA Tour, including this 4th place finish at the 2013 Cheetah Championship, joining Liz Johnson and Kelly Kulik as women's PBA Tour finalists.
Has not missed the pocket throughout the entire competition. Her only blemish was a solid 8.
Clara will compete on the Professional Women's Bowling Association Tour in 2016. After a successful first year, the PWBA is growing with 14 events on the schedule next year. Solo. And a 5-8.
That's right, it's a good shot, and she should have confidence in making this 5, or attempting to make this 5-8. Remember, in their last matchup, she converted the 5-pin late. I'm with you, Hope. I thought it was a little bit better shot than getting 8. Now gives Weber and Owens a huge opening.
Great shot, great shot.
Come on, Teal.
Owens in the foundation frame. Oh, and he stones an 8.
Another solid 8 on that lane. Wow.
Oh, man.
What a great shot.
Obviously, you need to throw it a little better next time.
Yeah, clearly.
That was cool, though. Come on.
What a great shot. Look at this. He gets it a little bit right. Watch this ball kind of roll out and stop right in front of the pocket. Unlucky. Oh, no.
Missed spare. And the lead now 13
They got
for
65
Pete Weber
left. I need
and
spare
Terrell
and 8
Owens.
to win.
Spare an 8 for Weber and T.O. Remember last time on this lane, in the 8th frame, Weber went through the nose, leaving the 3-6-10.
Changing the whole game plan right here.
Looks like he's going to change balls.
Shutout situation for Owens and Weber.
Oh, he's moving right. He's going to go faster and straighter. Watch.
extra.
Senior hit.
How about that move? He moves right, goes with a little bit more speed, a little straighter shot, trips the 4-pin. He needs just 8 pins on 2 balls, and they are going to hoist the hardware. There's a Pete Weber trip 4 right there. And then the Pete Weber react.
That's enough. Pete Weber and Terrell Owens are the 2016 CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational champions and will hoist the CP3 trophy.
That's all that matters right there. Doesn't matter.
Do you finish your face? I do.
Very nice effort from Hope Solo and Clara Guerrero.
Well, nobody gave them a shot at making it this far. A runner-up finish for them two is pretty special. Weber, trip 4, Brooklyn, trip 4. They win.
And there is your dagger. Two of the greatest celebratorians in sports history have claimed the CP3 trophy. They'll hoist it. We'll chat with them. Come on back. Next. The CP3 PBA Celebrity Invitational, presented by GoBowling.com, is brought to you by HotelPlanner.com, the best place to book hotel rooms. Best rooms, best rate, guaranteed. By Brunswick, find your next ball at bowlwithbrunswick.com. By the United States Bowling Congress, creating competitive opportunities at all levels as we build a future for the sport. Visit bowl.com for more. And by Radical Bowling Technologies. Wow, that's radical. Time now for the Geico Championship recap with Randy.
Terrell Owens showing some great skill, making some great shots, throwing some strikes, but he's got a great partner to back him up. PDW throws that final strike to take it from O'Neill and his partner. Now it's John Burkett. Through the face for the Greek Church, his partner Gary Faulkner Jr. through the face for the Big Four. And Pete Weber and Terrell Owens would advance. And then in the championship match, T.O. makes some great shots. He goes strike and then leaves a solid 8. Weber. There's the trip 4, first ball in the 10th. That seals it.
Kimberly Pressler is laneside with our champions.
Thanks, guys, and I'm laneside for the trophy presentations. Chris, would you like to do the honors?
Unfortunately, I have to do the honors, but these guys, you know, they won round by round. They got the strikes when they needed to, so the champions trophy won't be going home with me, but it goes to these two guys right here.
Thank you, Chris.
T.O. and Pete.
Yeah, that's right. Terrell, Pete, you guys finally get it. Pete, you okay there? It's kind of heavy. Terrell, you might need to help him. It is. All right, Terrell, you've wanted this trophy for several years now. You finally have it in hands.
Absolutely.
How's it feel?
It feels great. This is an automatic bid to next year, so Chris, I'll see you next year. And we're going to try to hoist this thing again next year.
The trash talking already begins. So, Terrell, so you won it with Pete. How much does this mean to you that you've actually taken it?
Well, you know what? You know, Pete is considered the T.O. of bowling, and I'm now part of that. So, I mean, this guy right here is phenomenal.
Now, Pete, this is your second time winning. How much better is this one?
Well, this one with the other bad boy of football and how much he wanted it just makes it that much more special, and it's just fantastic that me and T.O. could do the things that we did. And, you know, he listened a little bit, and I didn't do so good, but he listened really well, and it's great. And Chris, sorry, maybe you want me as a partner sometime.
All right, well, congratulations to the bad boy of bowling, Pete Weber, and the bad boy of football, Terrell Owens, on winning the Chris Paul Celebrity Invitational.
Birds of a feather fly together.
Yeah, one of the best trophies
And the CP3 trophy flies at Lucky Strike LA Live. Our next PBA Tour telecast, the PBA League, begins April 17th at 1 Eastern on ESPN. Pete Weber claims his second career CP3 hardware, this time with partner Terrell Owens claiming his first CP3 trophy. Our sincere thanks to Chris Paul and the Chris Paul Family Foundation for strengthening local communities. For Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler, this is Mike Jakubowski. Look for the 2016 PBA League this April from Bayside Bowl on ESPN.